Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to reading for the week of December 25th. This week, we're just going to jump right in here. You have this buffalo spirit and this deer card. The buffalo is like about abundance and creating more abundance in your life. And it also kind of represents going through a difficult period of time, but getting to the greener grass. If you've never heard the story about the cows and the buffaloes, I'll tell it to you. So, basically, buffaloes are known for when a storm is coming, they run through the storm and they, kind of get to the other side, right? When there's a storm and it's chasing cows try to run away from the storm, and buffaloes run through it. So what happens is that eventually the cows get tired and they get rained on and they're just stuck in the storm. But buffaloes, they run through the storm, they get to the other side of the storm where the grass has been watered and there's like new growth and things are a lot better on the other side of the storm because they went through it. And so again, there's like greener grass, more food for them to eat and everything else. So that's Capricorn for you. I feel like you're not a buffalo, but I feel like you've been through a lot of challenges, and since you've gone through the storm, I feel like you are, look at this reading. It's very, very positive. So, I feel there's like a lot of good energies coming in for you because you've been through like some sort of difficulty or challenge. The deer card there even represents like springtime or, spring energy, which is very similar to the buffalo thing that I just said. The springtime is when there's like new growth and there's, good things coming in. So, I really feel that for a lot of you, this is just talking about improvements and how there are improvements coming in for you. You have the World, the Judgment card, and the Ace of Pentacles. In the Major Arcana, we go from the Judgment to the World. So for a lot of you, this could be some sort of ending or, really I would say it's more like, again, new beginning. You've gone through the winter, you're about to enter into spring. There's like new growth. And I feel that it almost feels like you're just stepping into a new world. Look at this card. This last card in the area of the good stuff says delight on it. And it's like there's new growth right there. So, I think it's pretty simple. I feel this reading is saying that you're just stepping into a much better time, whether you believe it or not. It's funny because you have this card that says you are safe from harm. I feel this, Capricorn, that you could be worried about, things going on in the world or around you. And I really feel this is saying you're safe and protected. You have the Judgment card. Yeah, I mean, as always, there's like definitely a new beginning, or there's like something new that you have to step into here, or something that you have to like do in your life. I just did a call with my good buddy Chris Witecki from Serious Joy TV, and we're talking about the new year. It's going to be coming out soon, and he said for Capricorn that it's like you're like on the edge of a pool and you're holding on to the side, but you know how to swim, but you just have to let go. And I kind of feel that for you here, where I like he said that blew my mind. I was like, damn, that is totally Capricorn right now, where there's something, it's almost like it's like you know how to do something, but you're still holding on to the edge of the pool, and this could be a new beginning or new direction that you want to go in your life. And I feel it's time to, move in that new direction. You have the Ace of Pentacles, which is like a new beginning. So, I do feel that there could be a new opportunity coming in for you. I love the Ace of Pentacles, but the Ace of Pentacles is just a card of potential. It's like if you do nothing with the opportunity that you have in front of you, then it's going to go nowhere. And look, we go this way. You have the Page of Pentacles, which he's looking at the Pentacle. The Page of Pentacles is about learning about whatever it is the opportunity that you're getting. The Seven of Cups would be like the dreaming of it, and the Six of Pentacles would be the actual planting of the seeds, right? If we're going to continue with this whole spring thing. The Six of Pentacles is my card of planting seeds. It says when you might be moving in new directions, and you just have to kind of be willing to iterate your way to success, which I think is like the key to success for the next 20 years. It's like Pluto and Aquarius, very innovative. Anything you do, it's like the first way you try to do something isn't going to work, whether it's love, business, money, spirituality, whatever. But if you're willing to try something else or like put a twist on whatever you just did, then things will start to work. So, be willing to experiment. With the World, you have this Authority card. I mean, I feel like this is you. I mean, this card is you, by the way. And so, I feel a lot of you could be wanting to step into authority positions, or you could be trying to step into positions of authority. You have the Emperor here as well. You also have this new moon in Leo that says confidence is your key to success. This is not faking it till you make it. This is, being the thing that you already are. And I kind of feel that's what's going on here, Capricorn. With the Judgment card, you have this Decisions card. Everybody has this card. I think the choice that we're making is between the old world and the new world, as I always say. A lot of spiritual teachers talk about how we're, stepping into this new world, or how there's, the new earth and all this other stuff. I feel like we're already in it. And the secret is that we have to just choose more love, joy, and happiness, move in that direction instead of the other direction, and we will be in a better world. But it's like we are, I think that it's kind of like a little confusing, but we're like actively creating it right now. And so I would be moving in the more positive direction, of course. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Health card. Definitely a good time to watch your health. Saturn and Pisces, I don't know. There's just like something about it. It's like Pisces is the opposite of Virgo. And Virgo is kind of like known for being healthy or health and things like that. So, and a lot of people, by the way, have been getting this stuff about health. So I'm not a doctor. I have no clue what I'm talking about. But what I would say is, I would watch your health or just stay healthy. I don't think it's a bad thing either. I think it's just saying nurture your health, right? And as long as you do that, you will be healthy. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this Dragon card. It says Strength and Wisdom. I think you have a lot more strength and wisdom than you realize. I kind of do feel a little bit of, like, just a tiny bit of imposter syndrome from this reading. So I feel like it's saying that, I feel something that you want to start working on here, or some sort of new beginning. It's like, I'm hearing that the reception will be better than you think. So I feel like how something is going to be received by people is going to be a lot better than you think. You have this card that says you are safe from harm, and I really feel this could be what's getting in the way, Capricorn, of maybe your success, is like feeling that things aren't safe or being too worried about the future. And so I feel this is saying that if everything just went perfectly, again, one of my favorite books of all time is The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks, right? And in that book, he says, I don't know exactly what he says, actually. I'm going to have to read it again, but he basically says, if everything went 100% according to plan, what would that look like? If you were to start a business or get into that relationship or whatever, if everything went perfectly, what would it look like? And it's not about the thing actually going perfectly. It's just about, imagining and dreaming and thinking about what that would look like. And, I kind of feel like this is saying you need to do that at this time. You have the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords. Really weird. Pretty much everyone has had these fives coming out, like a lot of fives in everybody's readings. And so the Five of Swords is trying to win at all cost. Five of Cups is grieving the loss of something that you no longer enjoy. So it's like this reading is saying there's something much better for you, and it's going to come through a new beginning, a new world, whatever that means for you. You could be, getting a new job, starting a new business, new relationship, could be anything. And I feel this is saying that, you need to move in those new directions, or towards something new. You have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is something grabbing your curiosity. Again, with the Judgment card, the Page of Swords is looking over to the Judgment card. Those people are in their coffins, and they're rising out of their coffins. Inside the coffin is their old life. Outside the coffin is their new life. And the Page of Swords is looking over at this. And so I think we're in a time of curiosity, and it's like you could be finding yourself being curious about like new beginnings or new ideas or new directions. And this kind of says like follow your curiosity at this time. You have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles like a new beginning or something new entering into your life. So, I feel for a lot of you that there is clearly something new, which we've been talking about here. I also kind of feel that there's almost like a step that you could skip here. Right here. You have Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Six of Pentacles. This is giving me the vibes. Like, I don't really know how to describe this, but it's almost like you're looking at something that you know that you're going to do anyway, It's like maybe you want to start a business and you've just been thinking about it, but it's like you're going to start it anyway. So I almost think that you could skip the thinking part and just get started, right? This could also be a relationship. It's like you could see a person, you could be like, oh my God, the person is the love of my life. And it's almost like you could just skip the step of playing the games and you could just jump right into it or something. I don't know, kind of weird. But take it how it resonates, right? Let's see what's going on here. With the Five of Cups, you have this Order card. Yeah, I think that this is also going to stop people from being successful, is thinking that things have to go in a specific order. So it's not saying like, just live in total chaos. But what it is saying is, it's saying like, allow things to happen flexibly, if that's a word, right? You have the Knight of Wands here. Knight of Wands is coming up in the area of the good stuff, but the Knight of Wands is willing to iterate his way to success. He doesn't care if one way doesn't work. He'll just try something else. So, be open to trying different ways of doing things. With the Page of Swords, you have this organization card here. I do feel like, you are trying to bring organization to your ideas because we go this way here, down to the Seven of Cups. But I feel like you are kind of like slowly working in the right direction. And, I think it just like takes time. Like, don't be afraid. I don't know. This year has really, like, I don't want to toot my own horn here, Capricorn, but this year has really taught me that it is best to just get started. I've been working on some things behind the scenes, and it's like, I started one project, which ended up turning into a different project, which I then ended up turning into another project, like four times, right? It's like the same idea. I have the same concept, right? But if I didn't get started, I would have never gotten started, and I would have never gotten it to the point where it's at right now. So, I kind of get that energy for you here in this reading. That's why I'm saying this, is that, what you're working towards, especially, it does feel like work or business to me. It's like what you're working towards might start one way and end up another way, but really that's how success happens in general. With the Page of Pentacles, you have this detachment card. I do think the more detached from outcomes we are, the better. This doesn't mean that you don't care how something turns out. It just means that you're just willing to be flexible. Again, you're willing to just say, you know what? I'm just going to see how this thing goes. Well, whatever new things you're getting into, new love, new businesses, new whatever, you're just saying to yourself, you know what, I'm just going to see how this goes, and whatever happens, happens, right? You're just kind of detaching, you're just releasing, letting go of things needing to work out a certain way. And I really feel that will help you a lot. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this card that says you are good enough. Reminds me of Marissa Peer's "You Are Enough." I literally have Post-its all over my house that say "You are enough." Right? I think everybody should remind themselves of that every single day. You have this card that says confidence is your key to success. So definitely, I feel this is more of the type of confidence where it's more of that inner knowing type of confidence that you are developing. And I love it. I also feel, though, that you have the Seven of Cups and the Hangman here. The Hangman says that you know what you need to know. You know that you know. And you know that you can be successful. Like, he's hanging from the tree of knowledge and wisdom. He's sacrificed movement. I feel this year has maybe been a little bit slower than you wanted it to be, 2023. Things could actually be speeding up right now, even though it's Mercury retrograde. You might be finding yourself more busy than ever, which kind of makes sense. But what I would say here is that I kind of feel that this with that Seven of Cups is saying that it's like you know what to do, you know the steps to take, you just need to take them. Seven of Cups is being spoiled for choice, and Seven of Cups, he is like imagining all these things going on in the clouds, right? He's thinking about starting something, whatever it is for you, doesn't matter. And he's thinking about like the good things and the bad things that could happen, which is always true. Good things and bad things can always happen. I just said this to Taurus. They're dealing with the same thing. But until you actually bring something down to earth and experience it, you're not going to know how something is going to turn out. I also feel like I feel this confidence thing with the Hangman is saying that once you start putting something into practice that you've been learning or educating yourself on, it's like your confidence naturally, obviously, will build over time. But it's like you can't get from where you are to just being super confident at doing whatever it is you want to do, right? You have to, again, put things into practice things, and then you become confident. And I kind of feel the Seven of Cups is encouraging you to do that. It's like saying, put something out into the world. Like if this is business, put it into practice. If it's your career, go ask for a raise or promotion, or take steps to get one. If it's a relationship, take steps to improve a relationship or get into one in the first place. And it's like, it's not going to happen overnight, but you are becoming more confident. But again, what I'm trying to spit out here is there's something important about the practice of, kind of stepping through the hoops and doing the thing that you want to do. It's like you have to practice it first. You have the Emperor, which really tells me that you're taking control. We see a lot of good authority stuff here, and I'm telling you right now, like if you're trying to become an authority figure, like if you're trying to build a social media following, if you're trying to become a leader at work or in business, if you're trying to get a management position, like now is the time. Specifically for you, Capricorn. With the Hangman, you have this devotion card. A little bit of love here. So if you want love, I love this card for love. It's like my till death do us part card. Definitely could be a person coming in for you. Could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or a Leo. It could also just be an earth sign in general or a fire sign in general. And so if you're looking for love, looks really good to me. I feel like you've been waiting a long time for love, and I kind of feel like you need to build up your confidence in love as well. Like maybe you need to go on a couple dates or something like that. With the Emperor, you have this optimism card. Yeah, like I said, there are a lot of reasons to be super happy about the way things are going, but I feel like you need to be happy. With the Seven of Cups, you have this birth card. Again, everybody's had super fertile readings at the end of the year here and in 2024. So if you're not trying to get pregnant, obviously I would be careful. For all of you, though, it's an amazing time, clearly, to birth something new into your life. If you're birthing a new project or a new relationship, this looks amazing to me. So definitely very good. I feel like you've been through a long period of pain as well. Like we kind of said this at the beginning of the reading, that maybe this year has been a little bit slow is what I meant to say. And I feel things are speeding up. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this delight card and this stillness card. Yeah, some of you might just feel like you're getting a break where you can just take a break and you can heal, rest, relax, recover, or whatever. And so I kind of feel a lot of stillness for you. I feel this delight card is saying that you're getting to the good grass. Like we said at the beginning of the reading, it's like you've been through the storm and now you're getting to the freshly watered on, fields that are very abundant and, fresh and spring clean. It's like that type of energy. So I hope that makes sense. You have the Four of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. Four of Cups, I do feel like you've experienced a lot of disappointments. It makes perfect sense to me based off your astrology for, last several years. It's like you get into things and it's a disappointment. But this is not meant to be your story here, Capricorn. I believe that Capricorn is meant to change their story. And it's like you and Taurus for whatever reason. Again, if you have Taurus in your chart, by the way, I would definitely go watch that Taurus reading. Very similar. But, whether you are or you aren't, doesn't matter. But I feel that Capricorn is meant to work on the story that they tell about themselves. And it's like time for you to tell a different story. This is coming up in the good stuff, which tells me that something is actually going to work for once. So, if you've been in that pattern of things not working when you want them to, it looks like something is working. You have the Knight of Wands here. Knight of Wands is about going on some sort of adventure. It's a card of being spontaneous and being willing to be spontaneous as well. I also feel that there could be a positive Knight of Wands type person coming in for you. I do get like a free-spirited energy off of this person, but again, it's coming up in the good stuff. So this would not be a cheater or anything like that. This would be a person who is loyal, who is, devoted. You have that devotion card and things like that. But this person could be like a builder. Is popping into my head. Knight of Wands to me, it's not like accurate tarot, but just, intuitively, I always say that the Knight of Wands to me is a builder. This person could literally be a builder, but they could also just build something in their life. They could be a builder type energy. And, I feel that for a lot of you. I also feel like you are embracing that builder type energy, like I said, where it's like you're willing to start something and then build it over time. And over time, if it changes, that's fine. And I feel like now you're kind of like moving on to other, bigger and better things, right? You have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is about planting seeds from one thing to another. So I feel for a lot of you that you are kind of like building something new. You're planting seeds in a new direction. And again, I feel like iteration, trying new things, but also experimenting is very important because it's like some of your seeds will grow, some of them won't. And I feel like you need to double down on the things that are working and get rid of the rest, plain and simple. I mean, that literally is the secret to success for you over the next 20 years is to just plant seeds, see what grows, and go from there. With the Four of Cups, you have this eccentricity card. A lot, you could be attracting a person who's very eccentric, or you could be very eccentric as well. And, a lot of people have been getting this energy. I think we're just, Pluto going into Aquarius. It's going to be a funky time. It's going to be a weird time. There's going to be, we're going to see eccentric people rise to power and stuff like that. So, I don't know. It's a good thing, though. It's not like a bad thing. This is, people, we're going to be, gaining new perspectives, I believe, that are going to change the world, hopefully for the better. So, definitely a good thing. You have the Knight of Wands. You have this acquisition card. Taurus, by the way, this is the sun in Taurus, so there you go. If you're looking for love, you definitely could be attracting a Taurus or someone with a bunch of Taurus in their chart. This is my fancy couple card. Could also just be a fire sign, and, again, this is my card of, getting into a really solid relationship. And with the Six of Pentacles, you have this inheritance card. Yes, I've said this to you 6 billion times over the past 2 weeks that I feel that you could be literally inheriting a person. I feel some of you, if you're attracting a person into your life, could be any sign. You have Aries here, fire, just in general. Like I said, could be anything. It's almost like you're attracting a person who is meant for someone else. It's like, I don't believe that, by the way. I believe we end up with who we're meant to be with, but whatever. And, so what I would say here is that, but it's almost as if you're attracting a person where it's like their person really screwed up and you're attracting a real one. you had these two cards come out together. It says heart, love, deep affection, caring, obviously love. And you have this haystack. It says karma. You will reap what you have sown. So there you go. I feel there could be a very solid relationship coming in for you. And it's like positive karma. It's like this person is a really good person if you want love. You also have this card here that says romance is in the air. So I'm going to show you right now because, again, I feel like you could be attracting a really good person here with these cards. You have this Valley card. It says deep personal strength and peace that assures success. I feel you need to get into this place. Like, if you could create this for yourself, then I feel you'll have a really good time. And again, I would be careful of worrying too much about the future. I know I say this all the time, but it shows up here in your reading. It says you are safe from harm, right? And I really do believe that, like specifically over the next 10 years, by the time we get to 2033, I think that we'll see a lot of people who all they did was worry about every little thing that happened between now and then, and they got nowhere in life. They just worried. They didn't actually build something. We're in a time of the builder. I say this all the time. Things are breaking down. So what should we be doing? We shouldn't be focusing on everything that's breaking. We should be building better things in the world. And you have the Knight of Wands here. So again, if you can build something that brings more love, joy, and happiness into the world, that's what I would be doing here. And, I'd be working on building something amazing, whatever it is. That's what will kind of change the world. You have this Wheel card. It says indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. I do feel it's time to grab the bull by the balls here, right? Capricorn. Someone said that I shouldn't say balls, so I won't say balls anymore on YouTube, but, again, I think you should grab the bull by the balls and make something happen, right? It's like you already know what to do here, Capricorn. You have this July card and this Gavel card. It says involvement with the law. Some of you, if you have been dealing with a legal situation, it looks like you're wrapping it up. You also have this Tiger. It says doing something risky, taking a chance. Yes, it is a time of risk. I personally believe that we all need to take risks at this time because risks are going to pay off. We're not talking about something that's going to like ruin your life if you take the risk. We're talking about calculated risk where, it's like how to do something. And, really honestly, I think the biggest risk we could all take under Pluto and Aquarius, which will be, again, Pluto will officially go into Aquarius in November of next year, is the risk of being wrong, the risk of, saying something and people calling you stupid or, something like that. So we have to take the risk of, sharing our ideas, for example, or starting a business that might be wrong or starting a YouTube channel that might be wrong. But if you do it, you will be successful. So this looks very, very good. I like it. Thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.